Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are counting down the 10 best Longines watches ever made. Founded in Saint-Imier, Switzerland in 1832, Longines is one of the oldest and most continuously distinguished watch manufacturers in the world. A brand that has spent nearly 2 centuries building a reputation for elegance, precision, and exceptional value that places it in a category genuinely its own. Official timekeeper of the Olympics, partner of aviation pioneers, and the watch of choice for riders, athletes, and discerning collectors across the globe, Longines consistently delivers Swiss craftsmanship at a price that makes the competition from better marketed but less accomplished brands very difficult to justify. These are the 10 Longines watches you need to know about. Let's get started. Number 10. Longines Master Collection. The watch that stands as the most complete and most technically ambitious expression of Longines' classical watchmaking philosophy, the Longines Master Collection. This is Longines operating at the top of its capabilities, bringing in-house movement engineering, refined dial complications, and a design vocabulary rooted in 185 years of horological heritage together into a collection that consistently humbles Swiss watches from brands charging considerably more. The L888 in-house caliber at the heart of the Master Collection delivers a 72-hour power reserve alongside a silicon hairspring that provides enhanced magnetic resistance and improved long-term rate stability, technical specifications that many manufacturer houses at higher price points make great effort to advertise. Complications across the range include moon phase displays of exceptional beauty, power reserve indicators, and annual calendar functions that reward the collector who looks beyond brand recognition toward genuine horological substance. Number 9. Longines Hydro Conquest. Longines enters professional dive watch territory with the Hydro Conquest, and it arrives with specifications and finishing quality that make it one of the most capable and most underrated Swiss divers at its price point. The 300-meter water resistance places it in genuine professional diving specification, exceeding the 200-meter standard that many competing Swiss divers offer at comparable prices, while the ceramic unidirectional bezel insert delivers outstanding scratch resistance and color permanence that typically appear on watches costing considerably more. The bold, high-contrast dial with its substantial luminous indices and hands provides genuine underwater legibility, and the reliable automatic movement powers dependable daily performance. The clean, modern case design with its alternating brushed and polished surfaces reflects Longines' meticulous finishing standards, while the comfortable integrated bracelet wears with a cohesion that rewards all-day use. Number 8. Longines Spirit Automatic. The Longines Spirit Automatic is the watch that brings Longines' extraordinary aviation heritage into a contemporary expression that honors that history while delivering a thoroughly modern wearing experience. Longines has been associated with aviation timing and pilot instrumentation since the earliest days of powered flight, a connection forged through decades of supplying precision instruments to aviators, navigators, and record setters who trusted Longines' accuracy when the alternative to precision was catastrophe. The Spirit translates that heritage into a clean, highly legible pilot watch aesthetic, bold Arabic numerals, a prominent crown for gloved operation, and a dial layout that prioritizes information delivery with the no-nonsense discipline of a cockpit instrument. The in-house L888 automatic caliber provides the 72-hour power reserve and silicon hairspring that Longines brings to its most accomplished movements, while the robust stainless steel case handles the demands of active daily wear without concern. On a pilot-style leather or fabric strap, the Spirit looks as authentic as the history it represents. The Longines Spirit Automatic retails for approximately $1,500 to $2,000 USD. Number 7. Longines Avigation Big Eye. The Longines Avigation Big Eye is among the most visually arresting and historically evocative watches in the entire Longines catalog, a limited edition chronograph that reaches directly into the brand's 1930s aviation archives and reproduces one of the most beautiful and most technically significant pilot chronographs ever made, with extraordinary fidelity. The defining feature is the dramatically enlarged 30-minute counter subdial at 9 o'clock, the Big Eye that gives the watch its name, a design feature that was developed specifically to allow pilots to read elapsed flight time at a glance in the demanding visual environment of an open cockpit. The column wheel chronograph mechanism operates with the precise, satisfying action that distinguishes a properly engineered stopwatch function from a purely decorative one. The vintage-style dial with its warm cream tone, aged loom plots, and period-correct typography creates an atmosphere of authentic historical detail that modern reproductions rarely achieve convincingly. Worn on a vintage brown leather strap, the Avigation Big Eye is one of the most compelling time capsule watches available at any price. The Longines Avigation Big Eye retails for approximately $2,500 $3,000 USD. Number 6. Longines Conquest VHP. The Longines Conquest VHP, very high precision, delivers the most accurate quartz timekeeping available in a conventionally styled Swiss sports watch, achieving a rate accuracy of plus or minus 5 seconds per year that places it among the most precisely regulated wristwatches of any type ever commercially produced. The flash-setting crown system allows the hands to be instantaneously synchronized to an external time signal without disassembly or special tools, a practical convenience for travelers crossing multiple time zones that mechanical watches cannot offer at any price. The anti-magnetic properties built into the movement provide protection against the magnetic fields that cause rate deviation in conventional movements, and the GPS-synchronized version in the range updates to atomic clock accuracy from satellite signal automatically. The clean, sporty dial design with its date function and robust bracelet work gives the VHP a versatile aesthetic that transitions from sport to business wear with equal ease. Number 5. Longines Flagship. Heritage, the Longines flagship. Heritage earns its position as one of the most perfectly realized vintage reissues in modern Swiss watchmaking, a watch that reaches back into the Longines archives of the 1950s and early 1960s, and reproduces the elegance of that era with a faithfulness and craft that many more expensive vintage-inspired watches fail to match despite trying considerably harder. The original flagship launched in 1957 as Longines' flagship dress watch, naturally, and the Heritage Edition preserves every essential element of its appeal. The clean, symmetrical dial with its applied baton indices, the slim profile that slides effortlessly under any shirt cuff, the domed crystal that adds a vintage warmth modern flat sapphire cannot replicate, and the restrained elegance of a watch designed in an era when less was understood to mean more. Number 4. Longines Dolce Vita. The watch that best demonstrates Longines' ability to move elegantly beyond the round case convention that dominates Swiss watchmaking and produce a genuinely distinctive and thoroughly feminine luxury timepiece, the Longines Dolce Vita. The name translates from Italian as the sweet life, and every detail of the watch's design earns that evocation. The elongated rectangular case with its clean proportions, the slim profile, the refined dial in white or champagne, and the elegant integrated bracelet or supple leather strap options all combine to create a wearing experience of genuine glamour and softness. The Roman numeral dial layout gives it a warmth and personality that purely minimalist dress watches often lack, while the reliable Longines quartz or automatic movement provides the accuracy and dependability that underpins the luxury experience. Number 3. Longines Record Automatic. The most specific and most verifiable claims in modern Swiss watchmaking, the Longines Record Automatic. The record is built around the L888.2 movement, which has achieved COSC chronometer certification and additionally carries anti-magnetic properties through the use of a silicon hairspring and a movement architecture specifically engineered to resist the magnetic fields that cause rate deviation in conventional calibers. The combination of COSC accuracy certification and anti-magnetic resistance represents a level of movement specification that many Swiss houses at 2 or 3 times the price do not offer simultaneously. The case design reflects the watch's technical ambitions with a clean, contemporary elegance, a 38.5mm stainless steel case of perfect proportion, a sapphire crystal bezel that allows the movement inside to be glimpsed from the top as well as the back, and a refined dial in silver, blue, or black that presents the complications cleanly without visual congestion. Number 2. Longines Equestrian Collection. The watch that best embodies the warmth, heritage, and distinctive personality of Longines' longest and most personally felt sporting partnership, the Longines Equestrian Collection. Longines has been the official timekeeper of equestrian sport at the highest level for decades, And the relationship between the brand and the world of show jumping, dressage, and horse racing has shaped a design language that is entirely the brand's own. The equestrian collection translates that partnership into watches of genuine charm and character, dial details that reference the equestrian world with subtlety and affection, the distinctive Dolce Vita-influenced rectangular and tonneau case shapes that give it a personality immediately distinguishable from the round case mainstream, and a color palette of rich creams, warm champagnes, and deep blues that feels designed for the grandstand and the paddock alike. Number 1. Longines La Grande Classique. The watch that distills the entire Longines identity, nearly 2 centuries of Swiss elegance, precision, and accessible refinement, into a single, perfectly resolved expression that has endured for decades and shows no sign of aging, the Longines La Grande Classique. There are watches on this list that are more technically complex, more historically specific, and more functionally specialized than the La Grande Classique. None of them do what it does as completely, as consistently, or as beautifully. The La Grande Classique is Longines at its most essential. A clean, round stainless steel case of ideal proportion, a white or black dial of absolute clarity with Roman or Arabic numerals in warm gold tone, a sapphire crystal that protects the dial for decades of daily wear, and a reliable quartz movement that keeps perfect time without any maintenance or attention from its owner.